Alright, everyone, welcome. This is Octopath Traveler, just released for Steam. I've been looking forward to this game. I tried it out on the Switch. I'm not even sure when it came out. Back then, I wasn't really sure about the Switch, and I had an opportunity to sell the Switch I had for more than I actually paid for it, so I jumped at that opportunity. Then I played around with another Switch, liked it, bought it, but I never picked this game back up for it. Then I heard it was coming out on Steam, and love PC gaming, so here we are with Octopath Traveler. So before we get into it, let's just go ahead and look at what we have in settings here. We have some general game options. We have English for text language, so we can set that. Voices, Japanese, English. I know probably a few of my friends are going to switch that over. I'm going to keep it standard. Message speed, default, quick. Pretty standard stuff there, but here's what everybody's really going to want to see. Resolution. I'm playing, it's going to be the max resolution for the current monitor I'm on. Full screen, we can go windowed, borderless, so just keep that there. Rendering resolution, see, I've got it set to the highest. Not a whole lot we can do here. I'm pretty much okay with that, honestly. For what this game's art style is. If it had been something else from Square Enix, say Final Fantasy 15, then that would have been disappointing. This, no problem whatsoever from me. I know other people may have issues with that, but I'm not one of them. I got my gamepad hooked up. It's a Xbox One controller. I did not look into what all controllers are supported. I just had this one, so I hooked it up. This is actually the controller I use for PC gaming. I don't know if it supports the DualShock or not, because I never hooked my DualShock up to this. But you can play, as you see, with mouse and keyboard. It's a pretty, in my opinion, base settings. So if you don't know what Octopath Traveler is, we'll just go ahead and select new game so we can get in here and look. We got, as you see, we scroll around the map here. We have 8 characters, and we're going to get to pick one of these characters. Each one of them has their own unique story. So we will stop here with Alphen. It tells him he's an apothecary. Reads wounded. In the Riverlands, he's stricken ill. He's hesitant to leave the only home. His best friend convinces him to follow his dreams wherever it leads. So you see at the top, he's an apothecary. His path action is inquire, and his talent is concoct. So let's scroll up here to Therian. He's the thief. His past guarded secrets. His exploits are known far and wide. Mere whispers of your extravagant heist strike fear into the hearts of the wealthy. Drifting into the cliff lands one day, you hear a rumor of great riches to be had. You set your sights on a mansion said to be impregnable, only to find what you never expected. So, thief, path action steal, talents pick lock. So, I think if you've played a role-playing game, you kind of see where that's heading. So we're going to go up here. We have Hannah. She's a hunter, one of the last descendants of an ancient clan that calls the deep forest home. Her prowess with the bow is unmatched. Your master left home 1 year ago, summoned to hunt a dread beast, and you protected the village while awaiting his return. Then one day, the return of an old friend gives you cause for concern, and you strike out on a journey of your own. So Hannah's a hunter, her path action is provoke, her talent is capture. So we can assume, I remember I liked Hannah when I played on the Switch. Provoke, I'm assuming, I don't remember, but I think that was like taunt. I'm assuming it is, just on that. Just remember I liked her. And capture's obviously going to be capturing. Beasts. Ophelia. She's a cleric. You hail from the snow-swept Frostlands, where you dutifully serve the Order of Flame under your adoptive father, the Archbishop. As your adoptive sister and best friend prepares to embark on a perilous pilgrimage, you stand ever at her side. But unbeknownst to both of you, events are about to take a tragic turn. Path, action, guide, talent, summon. I did not play as her too much. I'm trying to remember. I think guide with her path action was there would be people in the towns and they'd have an icon over their head. And you could use her to guide them, and there may be side quests that needed that, or maybe items. I really don't remember too much. Summon, I really cannot remember what her talent did. I'm thinking Final Fantasy in my head. You'll just have to leave that one blank because I don't want to say it was like Final Fantasy. I just cannot remember. Cyrus is a scholar. You teach at the Royal Academy in Atlaston, and though you have numerous admirers, your only true passion is the pursuit of knowledge. There's so much more I would learn. One day you realize that an invaluable tome has vanished from the Royal Library, piquing your insatiable curiosity. His path action is scrutinize, talent, study, foe. So his talent, I don't know if I ever used him. I would assume it's like the sensibility from the Final Fantasy games. You get to see their weakness. Scrutinize, I would assume that's an environmental edition. Like I said, I did not play too much of this game. Tressa, you are a merchant. You stock the shelves of your parents' shop in your sleepy seaside hometown, yet you often find yourself gazing out at sea, longing for something more. What lies beyond the horizon? You thought you'd never know the answer. Then one day, an unfamiliar vessel weighs anchor at the docks, changing your life forever. Path action purchase, talent, eye for money. Can't say I know what those are. I'm assuming it's something to do with the traders. So get to that later. Your name is Alberic. You are a warrior. Once a proud knight, you lost both king and kingdom in a bloody coup. Today you serve as a master at arms for a remote mountain village. To what end do I swing my blade? The question tortured you night after restless night. Then one day you overhear a name from your past, giving you new purpose. It says path action is challenge. Talents bolster defense. Challenge. And I did use him. And I want to say that's another one like Ophelia, where maybe the townspeople have an icon over their head, or maybe it's a conversation option. Bolster defense, I think, just increased his defense. Might have been the whole party. Primrose, you are a dancer. You ply your trade in the pleasure district of Sunshade, a town forever shrouded in darkness. In truth, you are the high-born daughter of the once proud house, Azelhart, an identity you conceal from all. 3 men bearing the mark of the crow, they took my father from me. But you will have your revenge. Path action, allure, talent, summon. I think she was the one that I was playing when I abandoned the game. So I don't really remember too much about it. But those are your 8 characters. Now the premise of this game is they each have their own reason for venturing out. tells are going to interconnect. Now, I don't know how well in principle that works, because I did not play too far into it, so I'm excited to give this game a shot. So I think I started out, because I went with the idea last time, let me pick one I'm not interested in. So this time I'm going to start with Therian. So one thing about this game is the artwork. I love it.
The usual.
So as you see, I know it's got this nice 16-bit retro look, but as you watch the gameplay, if you play it, you'll just see what makes it stand out.
As you like it.
I heard that thief's at it again.
Really? What's he done this time?
Lifted everything off a merchant, leaving the goldsmith. Guess he didn't get his fill at that fancy manor the other day. Still can't believe he made it past all those guards. I'm sure the more the better for him.
They were more like decorations than actual guards.
Ain't no point swooning over someone else's work. Someday we'll make it as big as that thief, and then we'll be the talk of the town.
So one thing about this game,
Yeah, you said it, boy.
like I look at it, and I do remember, I saw some people complaining about the voice acting in it, and I have no problem with the voice acting. Like those two thieves over there, it's not the best, but I think it suits it. This game has a charm about it. It goes with the artwork. And I think that it kind of flows with what this game actually is.
Partners in crime, huh?
So it was 10 years ago. Our paths crossed in a particularly dingy gaol. I remember that meeting well. After all, it had quite the influence on my career.
Oi!
And?
So you'll see that you'll have those kind of generic lines they put out for the characters. So not everything is voice acted. So not even a please. You won't last long in here with that foul mouth, whelp. No, you seem to be doing just fine.
Huh?
Impudent brat, you'll learn your manners the hard way, just like the rest.
Hey,
I see you got the same warm welcome I did. And who are you? No good tea leaf who got caught in the act, just like yourself.
Oh, really?
Just like me, huh? Well, you look a lot worse. Well, get used to seeing this ugly boat, because I ain't getting prettier anytime soon. These guards think they can beat the attitude out of us. And they don't go easy on no one here, least of all teapots like us. Okay, so every character, you're going to do this. You're going to play through their backstory, let you get a little bit about their personality, where they came from, so you know who you're playing. So ready to be a good little boy and play nice with the guards? Are you? Nope, I don't plan on staying here till they change me mind. See, I got me a pin here to unlock the door.
Hey,
Hey, what do you think? You're a little busy right now.
here.
Try using this instead. The key, where'd you get this? Snatched it from the guard once he was all riled up. Look at the cobblers on this one. Now let's get out of here. The name's Darius, mate.
Theory.
So, you know, there's nothing deep about this interaction. I'm not going to say his name, but one of my friends, this was actually a complaint he had about this game, is he wanted a deeper backstory. And I don't have a problem with it.
Sweet memories. Fill it up.
There you go.
Beg pardon, would you happen to be after them Ravis's treasure? If you are, I suggest you think again. Heard another would-be fortune hunter was tossed into dungeons yesterday.
So what's the count now?
A score? Maybe more? But House Ravis ain't known to be kind to those who covet their wealth. Still, poor thieves can't help but flock to that manor like moths to a flame. Suppose it's all those rumors of their riches that keep them coming. Some say it's enough to buy up the whole town, then some.
Just one town? What about the neighbors?
Can't say for sure. No one's ever seen the treasure. Even that master thief they keep talking about would have more than his hands full.
A perfect tale for the tavern.
Look, when you've been in the business long enough, you can tell things at a glance. You're a smart and skilled young man. Probably have a long career ahead of you. That's why I'll say it once more. Stay away from that manor.
Thanks for the advice. Next time, I'll have a tale of my own to tell.
So we get some plot set up there. And then they say that Ravis Manor's at the top of the mountain where only the richest of the rich live. So we're now going to get our tutorial here. So we got the green tells us continue our story. Our side story starts here with that brownish orange. We got a save point with the leaf, a hidden item, their exclamation. Others gonna exit. And you can turn the radar off.
A good day to you.
So we're gonna keep moving along. We want to go north. So, oh, totally missing that. But if you actually look, this is one of the things I said, the game has a nice little charm to it. It's this 2D pixel with our characters here, but it's got this nice 3D effect to it if you look. And this is one of the things I was hoping to be able to show. So as we come out, you just see that nice 3D effect there. So I'm going to go ahead and make my first save.
What is it, youngin?
So still heading north. We're heading something.
Hello. The truth is,
So we're going to head up to the manor.
What do we have here?
All right. Oi! Yes.
Listen up.
So I don't remember this part too much. So I'm assuming I have to sneak in. I don't see why they'd have so many guards here if I didn't have to.
Well, I'll be damned.
But I really like the colors they use in this game. Particle effects. I don't remember those. I do remember maybe the snow and the sand in the desert. Those are, like, there's something about the way they did it really good. But I think the color is just fantastic. Like, whoever designed the art in this game really deserves a shout out. Because to me, like, this just is pleasing to the eyes.
Listen.
So I'm hoping
Exactly.
I'm going to cut this video off soon. But I am going to keep playing it. But I'm wanting to at least get inside. So we'll see.
Oh.
So we got an iron helm. Let me go ahead and save. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. Now the next video is gonna see us trying to get into Ravis Manor. We're gonna be looking for that proof. So next video, hopefully we'll get to look at some combat. Now this is what I'm gonna say. This is a traditional JRPG, old school in style. So if you have never played a JRPG, you may not like the pacing of them. As you see, we've been looking at backstory for a little bit. We have been getting the setup to what Therian's going to be doing. And now we are still yet getting ready to go and get proof. And this is all before we've even really seen, you know, this is all just before we've seen any combat. So JRPGs, if you never played one or you don't like them, they sometimes do have that slow build up. I mean, I like JRPGs, that's fine with me. So next video, we'll pick up right here. So you can stay tuned. I will try to get it up as soon as possible. I do have to take a bit of a break, so I will be recording that one. So you just tune right back. Just watch for it on the channel. If you like this style of video, go ahead, leave me a comment. If you want to see me do other games like this, leave me a comment, let me know. Also, if you got other games in mind, let me know. Anyway, tune in for part 2. We'll pick up with Therian's journey. Until next time, see you guys later.